My name is Claire.
And I'm Molly.
And this is
Book Stupid.
We're back. Season 2. Yeah, we haven't, sorry. We totally, we were so eager.
We were eager, yeah. It's funny you stole a pen last night when you were haunted by the stolen pear.
Oh, you're so right.
Sorry.
The pens are like a dime a dozen.
Totally.
If you're giving me a pen at a restaurant, you're saying this is your pen.
So this is how I know you weren't a waitress, because I'd kill you dead for taking my pen.
Really?
Yeah.
He gave us 4 pens, though. He gave us each a pen, right? And I will say, when the pen has the restaurant on it, that's your pen. Like, that's my pen.
When I was a waitress, it was like, yeah, you had a lot of pens on you, but like...
Never enough.
No, and soon so many girls like you would pocket pens with their sticky little fingers. And then you rock up to the restaurant, you're short on pens.
Yeah.
You're running around, you're balancing like 4 different tables' needs in your mind, then you're like, where's my fucking pen?
Okay, but I have, in my head, he gets the bill. This is how it plays out in my head.
And
correct me if I'm wrong.
We should add that there is a layer of flirtation to this entire engagement.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
He was flirting with all of us, but specifically you.
That's not true. Here's the trouble. She put me back on the matchmaking.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But
yeah. And then I go, here's a thought starter for you two to work on together. And she's like, oh, now you're flirting together. And I'm like, actually, no.
The problem is that you're the Rizzler. And you don't know, your charm knows no bounds. And so then this man is like, oh my God, I'm talking to the Rizzler. And everyone else fades into the background.
No, that's not what happened.
It's one of your best qualities.
I get the party started, but then you guys are all like, oh, well, I guess Molly's at a party by herself. And I'm like, no, this was a party for everyone.
Okay,
this is in fact your surprise party. Surprise!
Maybe you need to, this is maybe a note. It's time to make it a surprise party.
Okay.
Like, I think, but then sometimes when you pass me the ball, I drop it, which is a problem. You know
maybe
what I mean? I'm not really good with the ball.
I don't know how to, because it felt like, okay, like I thought I had passed you the ball, and you were like, don't give me that
here's the
ball.
Thing. We also have to mention that we were all in our pajamas. We were in Christmas pajamas, and I personally have never looked worse.
I looked terrible.
You looked like a kid in a suit. And I was wearing, I had, a fuck-ass bun. I looked like, I think I said last night, I looked like the girl, you should be worried about in high school, Cookie Monster pajama girl.
Wheelie backpack.
Yeah.
Cookie Monster pajama girl is such a specific high schooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I looked like her last night, so I was like, I can't flirt when I look like this. I just can't.
Okay, that's so fair.
I didn't, it's like, you're passing me the ball, but I haven't stretched. I haven't, I haven't even had a Gatorade.
No. So you do have a Gatorade today.
I have one now, so.
Yeah, so you're ready to flirt today.
Yeah.
No, last night was one of our first good hangs.
It was, thank God.
Nearly a month.
Yes, last night was one of our, most significant hangs in the 2 months. I don't even know.
Literally.
Yeah.
I would say nearly a month.
Yeah.
It's been.
Yeah.
On account of the holidays our various travels,
yeah.
which we will get into. But I want you to know, so again, we were in our pajamas. You had hosted a beautiful holiday brunch.
It's become now a thing, the annual after Christmas girls' Christmas brunch.
It's isn't that a thing in Ireland? It's women's Christmas.
Yeah. Which I think it's usually on the Epiphany, which is J6.
We were a few days, yeah. Classic J6.
It's a classic J6 situation. But yeah, I think that we were talking about this yesterday, Christmas should extend through January.
Yeah, I agree.
Because January is so sad.
It can be bleak.
Yeah, so we should find, why do we abandon Christmas so quickly? I still don't understand that.
And women's Christmas is an important a holiday to
Yeah.
protect.
It's important for everyone to have a bottle of champagne
We did.
and quiche.
I think you established a good rule for hosting.
Oh, I think so too. In a group of women, if you're hanging out and having wine, the ratio of bottles of wine to girl is 1-to-1.
Yeah. And that's just good hosting. We're actually going to work on like a domestic manual.
Yeah. And people have been begging for that from us. The two most domestic women you know.
How to get by when you haven't done laundry in 3 weeks and your husband's mad at you.
Because it's your one job.
Okay. I have many. I do a lot of silent labor.
I know, trust me, I know that you do. But I
Thank
just
you.
think it's, like, it is important to note that.
Like in our actual chore chart.
Your chore wheel.
Yeah. The only thing I explicitly have is laundry, and
Yeah.
Mittens has everything else.
Garbage, dishes.
How easy is that? We live in an apartment with a garbage chute. We have a dishwasher. We have...
Yeah. You guys do have all of the tools.
His chores are easy. Mine takes hours.
Yours is the most, like time. Yeah.
And it's not just wash, it's fold.
She's full service.
It's put away. I hate putting away.
Same, it's the worst part.
It's the worst part. I will have folded everything, but put away,
God forbid.
I can't.
I can't. There's no room. That's the problem.
Quite literally the problem. And if something needs a hanger, I'd sooner hang myself. I'm not kidding.
I completely agree.
Anyway, okay, I just need you to, so we went to, you're gorgeous. You say we're not domestic, but you hosted one hell of a brunch.
I'm not domestic, like I don't clean, but I can cook.
Talk us through your menu, huh?
Oh, sure. So I hosted this last year for the first time, and I made like just a broccoli cheddar quiche, and I will say like that like once you've made a quiche, you've learned how to make a quiche.
Yeah.
And so this year I made quiche Lorraine. So that's like a bacon cheddar.
That was kind of like a fifth
Gruyere.
woman at the brunch, so maybe we needed another bottle of wine.
That's so true. Lorraine was like, hello.
Hello, I demand to be paired with a crisp white.
So Lorraine had some bacon, Gruyere, and shallots in her.
That was so good.
You really liked Lorraine. You guys hit it off.
I gobbled her right up. I said, you are the girl for me.
Yeah. And then I made like a little fruit berry salad on
Delicious.
the side, and I made a French toast casserole bake.
So good.
Which I had never made before, and it turned out well, I think.
Yeah, that was... I know I was like really, really like in it with Lorraine, but I think she was my favorite.
Really?
The French toast bake.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
You know I'm a sweethead though.
Yeah, you do like sweets. And I really liked the French toast too, but I went back for Lorraine. So maybe
Yeah.
Lorraine's my girl.
I went back to the French toast bake like twice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I still have plenty of it at home too, which is fabulous.
nice.
Can't wait to dig into her tomorrow.
The good thing about brunch too is it lasted about 5 hours, so like you kind of had multiple meals.
Yeah, totally. And then we went out to dinner in our pajamas.
Yeah, straight out to
'Cause
dinner.
we each had a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
So.
Have a martini at dinner. Duh.
Yeah. Gotta cap it off and really go insane.
But was that the cap? No, because then we
No.
went to do an actual nightcap at a bar. My
yeah.
Guinness is how we ended our night.
We decided to bring our beauty to a local watering hole as well.
Yeah, I was the emissary they sent to the bar to get the beers. A guy from college standing next to me. I look like
A kid in a suit.
Kid in a suit. But my pants are 5 inches too short somehow. It's like the suit's too big, but the pants are too short. I don't know.
Because last year I got everybody Christmas PJs for brunch.
Which I wore. Nobody
which was
else
nice.
wore.
At least Ashley wore the pants.
Yeah, I guess she did.
But also they weren't like nice pajamas, so like I didn't get you the talls. Which next year maybe the talls.
No. I think they're perfect.
No, thanks.
Just as they are.
Oh.
Joopy gave us these socks.
True.
They're grippy socks. And I was like, I'm so excited. I need more Pilates socks. And Ash said the same. You don't do Pilates.
So I was like,
routinely.
Packing them for the institution.
Joops is like, you can wear them while you watch Heated Rivalry again. And again.
Because
Yeah.
you're crazy.
I can't believe institution indeed. And yours have little cherries.
Mine have little cherries with little cheetah print bows too.
Really cute. Mine have
Really
olives if you're listening, not watching.
Also, Molly and Ashley both got like white and cream. I got like red because Jupes was like, "You're the dirtiest girl."
Yeah, and Jupes also got us
Oh, trays for like our
ballet trays.
Yeah, for our shit. So mine is like phone, keys, headphones, or something.
That's what it's embossed with.
Yeah.
But yours is a dark brown. Mine's jet black. Navy, because my shit's always dirty.
Yeah.
And it just says my stuff.
Perfect.
And then Ashley says like, little things, or like, my sweet trinkets. And hers is a
Like-
beautiful cream.
Must be freaking nice.
Yeah, there's only one girl whose shit won't absolutely stain a caddy, and it's Ashley Alagas. Congrats to her.
I'm so happy for her.
So I do just need to tell you,
Yeah.
this is, you don't know this yet. After we
Oh,
went
right.
on our
Yes.
marathon drinking day,
Yeah.
starting with brunch and ending with a nightcap, I then went home and we had watched like the first half of the Packers-Bears game, wild card playoff game, at the bar where we did our nightcap. I walked home for the second half and Mittens and some of our guy friends were there. First I walk in the door, they're like, what the fuck are you wearing? I was received like, what grown woman has spent her day out of the house in this outfit? Which is okay.
Crazy
Women's
criticism.
Christmas.
It's
What the
women's Christmas. You're not even supposed to comment on women's Christmas.
You're not supposed to be in my house
Yeah,
for women's Christmas.
True.
So whatever. Hector is getting fussy. He's like, it's bedtime. Because he, again, we'll get into why, but he spent weeks at his grandmother's house.
Yeah.
In Virginia, and he was like used to an 8 o'clock bedtime following that
Yeah.
stint. So now it's like 10:30 and he's just bork. He wants to go to bed. He's yelling at everyone.
He's like, wrap it up.
you know what, guys, I want to go to bed too. I'm just gonna take the dog in the room. So room is pitch black. I'm trying to get Hector to settle with me to go to sleep. He's like, no, actually this isn't better either, because I know there are still people hanging out there. So he's again, bork, I'm unhappy. So I'm like, okay, like, come on. I turtle him, which is a classic soothing mechanism we use. Put him on his back, rub his tummy. Normally he's like,
Totally.
okay.
Okay.
But I'm rubbing his tummy, and again, he just spent weeks in Virginia. So
I'm so scared.
And I hit on something, and the necessary context on this is I grew up in Wisconsin with dogs who would rip through the woods and come home with ticks.
Totally.
And when you give dogs their tick medicine, there's Lyme's protection for dogs but not humans, which I find whatever.
STEM, get on that.
STEM, get on that. But so ticks will latch to dogs, but they're fine because they have this medicine they take once monthly, Simparica Trio or whatever.
Yeah.
But the ticks get bloated with blood all the same, and so they're really hard when you pull them off a dog.
Yeah.
And it's disgusting, and I have to do it for my parents' dog all the time.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm home. But so I feel this on him, and he just spent weeks in Virginia, and I'm like, oh my god, this dog has a tick on him. I feel like exactly what it feels like, that hard, small knob.
Yeah.
So I'm in the pitch black. I'm like, fuck, okay. We go out of the room. Back into the living room in the light of day where everyone's hanging out. I bring him to Mittens too. I'm like, he's got a tick. We got to handle this. I've got tweezers in my hand. I was like, you hold him and I'll pull at the tick. I'm about to start tweezing. I'm like, is this a tick? And I start pulling a little bit. Hector's not like squirming or anything. He's just like, but I'm like, okay, wait, I should just double check. Is this a tick? And he's like, I don't know. You hold him belly up. So now I'm holding him belly facing Mittens. And Mittens is examining his belly. He's like, Molly, it's one of his nipples. You see how he's got one on the other side too? You just tried to tweeze off one of his nipples.
Holy shit.
I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And then Mittens this morning was like doing Hector's voice, like, Mom was drinking again last night. Literally.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I see how you, as someone who's pulled ticks off of dogs and has had female dogs with so many nipples, it can get really confusing down there. Because also sometimes they have like dark nipples. And it's like out of because he wears a white shirt, as we've talked about.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
So like, it can be very disorienting when they have a different colored nipple too.
Yeah, yeah. And my dogs, growing up, always had long fur, so I just didn't really ever even
Do you
witness
think that
their
maybe
nipple.
you pulled a nipple off of your
No.
childhood dog without knowing?
I'm like certain no. Yeah.
Ooh, this is making me queasy.
Isn't it disgusting? Yeah. So,
wow.
And Hector is in the studio today.
He seems to have forgiven you.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
He honestly wasn't even affronted in the moment. Like, he didn't yelp. He wasn't like, ow.
Did you try to get it off?
I, like, applied some pressure and pulled a little.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this doesn't seem like a tick.
So really, Hector's was just kind of like,
Nipple play.
I didn't want to say it, but she did.
Yeah. No, my poor little guy. So that's all good, but,
yeah.
You know, scary mommy.
She's been drinking again.
Yep.
Do you want to talk about why he was in the woods for a few weeks?
Do you want me to start?
I'd like you to start, yes.
Okay. So the reason we have spent so long apart and Hector spent so long in Virginia, obviously we are just on the other side of the holidays. I went to Virginia, where my husband's from, for Christmas, etc. And then we went to Puerto Rico, just the two of us and our friends, Paul and Casey. We were in Puerto Rico. We were going to be there a week, Saturday to Saturday. But the Saturday we woke up ready to leave Puerto Rico was the same Saturday morning that Trump decided to steal the president of Venezuela. And
that's just year 2 of T2 for you, folks.
It's still year 1.
Oh, you're so
Can
right.
Can you even fucking believe?
So fucking right.
It's still year 1 of T2. It's unbelievable.
It was rounding up out of hope.
I mean, our flight was quite early. Like,
yeah.
it was meant to be at 7, and so it was like 5, a little before 5, when we woke up. We were getting everything together, about to leave for the airport, and then the Uber driver called me. And my Spanish, it's not great. It's one of my goals for 2026.
That's nice.
He was just trying to tell me in Spanish, like, I'm not taking you to the airport, buddy.
Yeah.
Because nobody's going to the airport. And I was like, no. And we're having this, like, very stilted Spanish conversation. And he just keeps yelling, look at the news. Look at the news.
So you hadn't at this point seen what had happened?
No.
Yeah.
I think...
Because it was in the middle of the night.
I think it actually happened at, like, 1 a.m. And then Trump didn't tweet about it until maybe, like, just as I was supposed to be going to the airport.
Yeah.
And that's when it, like, became...
an issue.
A thing. A known thing.
Yeah.
So, like... The good part was we were some of the first to know about it. So, like, we went into Amazing Race mode immediately.
Yeah.
Mittens went down to the lobby to go confer with the front desk. Hey, can we extend our stay? And I just got on my computer and booked the next available flight.
Yeah.
We were flying to Baltimore, where Hector was meeting us.
Right.
And we were going to drive
at
him
the
back to
airport
New
with
York.
a sign. My parents.
Please. Instead, the first flight we could find getting out was Tuesday. Again, this was on a Saturday that this happened, but Tuesday to New York. So my mother-in-law very nicely drove the dog to New York for us. But yeah, that was as soon as we could get out. And if we had relied on our first booking, which, like, was Spirit, because we booked it really, really late in the game, we wouldn't have gotten out until the following Sunday.
That is so crazy. Spirit literally, like, Spirit was when I got marooned after your bridal shower.
Yeah.
And they were like, they just canceled the flight, and they were like, literally, it's none of our business how
Literally.
you get home now. Like,
we gave you a refund. Don't be greedy.
Yeah, like, why would you want us to help you?
Spirit not only doesn't care if you live or die, they want you to die.
Yeah.
They're, like, really rooting for you to die.
They're like, we'll book you on another plane that's gonna crash. How about that?
How about that,
Would
bitch?
you like that?
Yeah. So I am never going to book a Spirit flight again.
Yeah. It is best avoided.
Yeah. But yeah, we were marooned on an island. And as it turned out, Puerto Rico is kind of like military island.
Okay.
There's big bases there.
Yeah.
And it's where they staged the operation from.
Right.
And it's where they brought Maduro.
Yeah.
So, like, at the same time, I was like, how do I get out of Puerto Rico to New York? They were like, all right, let's get Maduro out of Puerto Rico to New York. Like, I would have taken a spot on the ship.
Oh my god, yeah, just put everyone else who's got to go to New York.
The SS
on
Iwo Jima? Why the fuck not?
Why not? There's room.
There's room.
I bet. I don't know.
We're all wearing Nike Tech sweatsuits.
You guys had similar headphones, too. Molly got AirPod Maxes for Christmas.
I did.
So.
I did. Yeah, no, that was all kind of... And so, like, obviously, it's silly. Nobody had that much empathy for me.
Weird.
Because I had a tan. And I was on an island, and it was pretty... But no, you're, like, so stressed about you're talking to a volleyball.
Yeah. And also, that's, like, a long... 1 week is a long time to be on, like, a resort vacation where you're, like, just on the beach. And, like, obviously, it's amazing.
But you're hemorrhaging money.
Yeah, yes.
There's this, like... You're not relaxed after that because you are constantly on the phone with Delta.
Yeah.
You're texting Delta while you're talking to Delta while you're also, like, manifesting Delta
right.
results.
You're hoping, like, Delta, like, comes meets you at the hotel just to hang out.
You're like, should I go to the airport to also talk to Delta in person? And everyone's playing the standby game.
Yeah.
I had a line, some of our friends who were stuck lied to Delta and said, I slept on the airport floor. No, you slept at a nice hotel. My wife is crying next to me, and the kids at home are freaking out. What kids?
Yeah, what kids?
I think that's bad karma. I wasn't willing to.
I was just about to say, like, I'll lie for sport and fun, but not for, like, political gain.
That is so pure of heart of
Thank you. Thank you.
You've got my vote.
And that's why one day true love's kiss will cure me. Because I'm pure of heart.
And you are. You really are. So we got out eventually. You're also just in the era of T2, you're just so worried he's going to do something stupid again.
Right. Like, yeah. Like, is this just the first domino?
We were just, like, watching the press conference. Like, he's going to say something, and then there's going to be even more military action, and we're going to be stuck here. Yeah. We should just buy a house, I guess.
There was a part of me that was like, she's never coming home.
I was so scared when he did the press conference. It's like, we're running Venezuela. I was like, what are you talking about?
I want to go home.
Oh my god, Marco Rubio standing there like, fuck, am I having to run Venezuela? I don't know. So stupid. Yeah, so I'm back now.
Well, thank God.
For a few more hours.
Oh, true. And yeah, then you're jetting off on another jet-setting adventure.
I'm staying in the continental U.S.
Yeah, so thank God.
That's useful.
Thank God.
Yeah. And you? What of your travels?
Well, so we've been off for what? A month?
Yeah.
And I'll say a lot has happened in my life in a month. So maybe we just start there.
What?
I was keeping a note. So I was kind of doing like volleyball as well, but
you were talking to a volleyball.
I was talking to a volleyball, but in New York City, because I went to Boston for Christmas and then came home like 2 days after Christmas, but no one was really in the city. Like, a couple people were here, but like, you know, it was my days were mostly alone, which normally I love.
Yes.
Because I'm like, I actually really like being in New York between Christmas and New Year's because it's chill. I get to go like to the movies, do a couple of like, see the people who are here.
And you're an AMC A-lister.
And of course I'm an AMC A-lister, and this is the best time of year to be an AMC A-lister.
Totally.
It's when you really get your money's worth.
Mm-hmm.
So like usually I'm down to be back here. However, I was going through a deep depression.
Right.
And like just not a well person. I will say in the last week my mood has gotten like, who knew going back to work was like actually good for me.
Yeah.
But I have a little note. This note is called What I Did on My Winter Break.
Oh, beautiful.
And winter break from the podcast, so like a month.
Yeah, a writing exercise.
Yeah. Went on a cruise with my boyfriend. A week later, I broke up with my boyfriend. I cried every day thereafter.
Mm-hmm.
I got concerningly into heated rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
I became codependent with my Warmie. Literally, like, needed
no.
it. Needed it when I, like, went places.
So that's actually new to me. What? You were bringing your Warmie outside the house?
I brought my Warmie to Boston with me.
Okay. Okay.
And then the final one was I got a new ear piercing.
That's a pretty linear story.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like I don't really have to add anything else to be honest. Like that's kind of what happened to me. After that, I literally didn't eat or like enjoy life for 2 weeks. I was at Christmas like, can I ruin the vibe real quick? But I think and so to that end, like we were talking today about like what did I like watch and consume over the last 3 weeks, and I was like, I have no memories. Like I was in a fugue state where I was just like either watching Heated Rivalry or like watching something and just kind of like
you and your Warmie had the same face.
Like gazing off into
glass.
Oh my god!
Eyes.
Also, update on my Warmie at one point because again, I like part of this was I got codependent with my Warmie.
Update on my Warmie. It talks. It talks to me.
Back. At one point, I put it in the microwave and I got stuck.
Which is an on-label use of
yes,
Warmies,
you put it in to make it warm and nice.
Yeah.
I put it in the microwave for like 2 minutes, but I like wasn't watching it. So
is that its normal cook time?
That's like you're going overboard, but it's nice. But I like I wasn't watching him. I like went to go do something else, and I come back and he had gotten stuck like on the turntable, like he wasn't getting an even cook. So something's popping in the Warmie.
No.
So now he kind of smells like cooked rice or like whatever is in there, like toasted. He smells toasted.
Okay.
But that's just me and my Warmie are doing great. So, but all this to say.
He's structurally compromised, or
no,
it was all
just
internal?
It's internal. But in the last week, I also think I'll say this: getting a piercing when you're sad, like at 30, still hits.
Still hits, yeah.
Like I felt instantly better.
Nice.
And then it's like having a plan. It's like something to kind of care for and nurture.
That totally makes sense.
But it also kind of hurts.
A hole for the sadness to seep out.
Exactly. It's like, oh, I'm not crying physically anymore, but there is like an ooze down my sideburn.
Sideburn.
Which is great. No, but I would say in the last week I'm doing a lot better and like consuming content with my full heart and belly.
Good.
So like it's all good.
I'm relieved. I was worried when you were distressed, disordered eating.
That is not good when I do that because
No.
it's also not like me. Like
No.
I'm pretty like. So I know that's like a good thing, honestly, that I know when I stop eating, like something isn't right.
Right. It's a good.
So
it's a telling symptom to pay attention to.
Yes. What we're going to talk about today, in terms of writing or like, whatever, it very much hit close to home for me.
Okay.
So we'll circle back to all of this, but that's what's going on with my life. Do I look skinny?
Yes. Yes. But
don't worry.
That's not good or bad.
Yeah. Skinny neutral.
Skinny neutral. Okay, fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
And this is also why we're back on the matchmaking.
Yeah.
The flirtation.
Yeah. I'm back.
Market.
Back on the market.
Yeah.
So to speak. Anyway.
Okay, so your consumption has been... But I mean, there is one show that's been holding you down.
Yeah, and like, so maybe let's just preview next week is going to be the Heated Rivalry episode. Yeah. So like, I don't want to get too much into it now, but like, we're reading the book. Yeah. Or the book. I haven't decided
just the one, right? Or do you want to do both? We're
reading Heated Rivalry.
Yeah.
And I haven't decided if I'm going to move beyond that yet. Because I will say, like, I love the show so much. Obviously, I watched it like 3 to 4 times. Like, it was getting to the point where, like, I had to watch it to, like, calm my nervous system.
Right, totally.
But, so I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep reading the books beyond, because I loved being surprised by the show.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that, yeah.
So I don't know yet. But,
Rachel Reed is the author.
Yeah.
She has a book earmarked for next year.
Really?
It's the third in their romance.
Oh.
It's another Shane and Ilya.
Oh, that's exciting. Because I think they got greenlit for seasons 2 and 3.
Yeah. And she has, I think, Parkinson's?
Yeah.
So I imagine it's kind of like, you know, I imagine there will be probably a collaborative story writing effort between show and text because I don't know. But it looks like she is going to publish a third.
Yeah, I mean, oh god, there's so much I could say about Heated Rivalry, but I want to save it for next week. But
I agree. Let's just keep it to Heated Rivalry though.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Like just that book.
Yes. Okay. I'm in on that challenge.
We're at 35 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, we're moving into cultures. This is perfect.
Yeah.
Do you want me to keep?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
So yeah, I will say I haven't been reading at all, which is another like. This has just been a weird couple of weeks for me. Because usually at this time of year, again, I'm like going to the movies, I'm reading a lot because I'm trying to hit my Goodreads goal.
This is like the cultural consumption
era.
The month.
But I was reading an Allie Hazelwood on the cruise, didn't finish it. It wasn't particularly grabbing me.
What was it?
I think the Love Theoretically, I think it was called.
Oh.
I didn't finish it because you know when you just like, it's like a scent from a... I just haven't been able to pick it back up.
Yeah.
And
It's like...
I just have, and I don't think if I really loved the book, I probably would have powered through. But I just was like, again, like not reading, so I just put it down. But anyway, I did consume a few things. One, I watched The Last 5 Years, which is
what are
no,
you
I
doing
know
to yourself.
God, leaning in, I guess. That movie. Have you seen that movie?
No. Are you talking to Anna Kendrick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's based on a musical, The Last 5 Years.
Yeah.
I've never seen the musical, but I love them. Jupes actually introduced me to the movie during COVID, so it's like a very and it's a very New York movie to me.
Yeah, totally.
It's also very sad.
The story feels very New York.
Yeah, yes. It's like, so it's about, I think Jason Robert Brown, is that his name, Jupes? Jason Robert Brown? Okay. I think his name is Jason Robert Brown. He wrote the musical, and the movie is based on the musical, and it's about his life as a like playwright, and how he like married this woman who was a struggling actress. He became successful like overnight, basically, and then like their marriage fell apart. And so,
do you know what was the show that skyrocketed him to fame?
But it's in the movie, or in the musical movie version, it's like he's a struggling author. And he's like just graduated from college. He meets this girl. He's like a writer, whatever. He then gets like picked up by Random House and Parade. Parade is the show that blew up his career.
Yeah.
And then their marriage falls apart. But it's interesting. It's like a back and forth between his perspective and her perspective, and like current times, and then over the years as they met and as their marriage falls apart. And it's really beautiful, and it is also just like the struggle, I think, of two artists dating, which is like that, or like being in a relationship is like one is probably going to be the more successful party, and like, can you handle it?
Yeah.
And also, can that person handle the success? Like, and what I actually really like about the show / movie is that like he's not a good guy.
Right.
Like I don't think that Jason Robert Brown, the character based on him, is like a good character.
Right.
Like you don't really like him. And I think that's really like awesome, actually, that he wrote kind of himself as kind of like a not evil, but like not good guy. He kind of like sells this woman. I mean, everyone when you're dating, I guess, like you sell each other something.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not putting the blame on him on that, but like they have this like very like they fall in love very quickly, it seems like, in the movie, and then like he ends up, you know, getting all of the success and like cheating on her a lot and like ditching her shows and stuff like that, and you're just like, you're not a good guy. But I actually find it a lot. Kind of, yeah.
What the hell?
Like multiple women.
What?
And like she's still trying to become an actress, so she's like going off to Ohio to do these like tours, and he just like won't go to the show. Like he's just like a dick, you know? But I actually like really admire someone who writes like a horrible male character based on themselves. Like that's a male author I can get behind.
I was gonna say I like it. Especially, I think men do it less. Like,
yes.
Honestly, what you're describing reminds me a lot of, like, how Mindy Kaling seems to be writing herself into her projects progressively. Even, like, it's worse and worse with each project.
Yeah.
Like, the most recent I'm thinking of is, like, I fucking loved Never Have I Ever, the Netflix project.
Yes.
But, like, Davy there is, like, a pretty complex character.
Yeah.
Like, she's obviously pretty, like, volatile and aggressive and, like, isn't always good. But...
like often self-destructive and destructive of other.
But she, like, I think ultimately is like, and her arc throughout the series is like heart of gold, but then like Sex Lives with College Girls, that character that like people read into it being
Mindy Kaling.
Mindy's proxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's kind of like an asshole.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's, you like kind of expect women to, I think women carry a lot more like self-awareness, and then also like do a lot more self-flagellation.
That's
and
so true.
With men, it's like, and
why would I change anything amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, like, this show doesn't end with, like, him becoming a better person. It ends with them, like, getting divorced and him...
And it being sad.
Yeah. But I agree. I think when women do it, too, it's also, like, I love an unlikable woman.
Yes.
Like, that, to me, resonates.
Yeah.
Men, I don't feel... I think we just don't see it as often, like an unlikable, self-aware man.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't even really know what to make of it, but I appreciate it. But yeah, that was the first thing I watched after the breakup, which was a choice.
A good creative decision.
And then, would you like to? Do you want to ping pong, or how do you want to do this?
Sure. Do you want to add it?
Yeah, I like ping ponging with you.
Let's ping pong.
I also saw Marty Supreme.
I have not. Was it good?
It was good.
You thought he was hot in it.
Oh, yeah. I'll just touch briefly on Marty Supreme because I honestly don't have that much to say about it. I thought the movie was, like, fine. I did think Timothée Chalamet's performance was really good. And if he continues to get flowers for it, I will happily support that.
Uh-huh.
I also will say it was the first time I've ever been sexually attracted to Timothée Chalamet.
He's wearing, like, prosthetics with, like, pock marks on his face.
He's never looked worse, and I was like, I have to have him. He's also supposed to be, like, 23 in the movie, so that's...
Oh,
but, like, yeah, he's got, like, acne, wearing these, like, fuck-ass glasses, unibrow,
nice.
Like, kind of greasy looking, and I was like, hot. Because he has so much, like, confidence in the movie, and, like, it's like the kind of man that will ruin your life, but totally. Like, it was also really odd to me. Like, and in the movie he has sex with Gwyneth Paltrow, like, several times, and I was like, I get it.
I love Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, we talked about this, that we're both kind of going through a Gwyneth Paltrow obsession phase.
I'm reading the biography about her, Gwyneth by Amy Odell. Ooh. Whom I like. She was the same one who did Anna Wintour's biography.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I think she's quite talented, but yeah, Gwyneth, I would read anything about her, honestly.
She's fascinating.
Yep. Interesting. Okay. I watched nothing over this break.
Okay, you and I were in different places. Yeah.
But I did read. I read 3 books since we last talked.
That's a lot. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because they were longies, too. Some of them, I'm about to list the weirdest smattering of books you've ever fucking heard.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to start with my favorite book of 2025, which I finished on the last day of 2025. Yeah. I got in just under the wire. And I did post that on my Instagram, and one of my cousins responded, so brave to name a Pulitzer winner your favorite book of 2025.
That's so cunty. Oh my god.
Which, like, respect.
Wow.
She's like, I did like this book a lot too, though. Okay, so this was the shortest of the books I read, but the best by far. It is memoir. So, like, nonfiction, but, like, in that sweet spot where it's still so much human interest that, like, girls like us can really sink our teeth in. It's again called Stay True. It's written by Hua Su.
Okay.
It's memoir covering like a pretty large chunk of his life. It's largely a study on his friendship with a friend from college named Ken, who was senselessly murdered in a carjacking towards the end of their junior year.
Oh my god.
And while that is obviously an extreme and, like, could be sensational premise, it's not, I'd say very little kind of, like, share of book is given to the actual event of the death. It's mostly about their lives together, and the friendship is treated as, like, a prism for exploring like identity as children of immigrants, like very recent versus generations removed, Chinese versus Japanese, and kind of their, like, I don't know, engagement with culture and community. But he often uses Ken as, like, a kind of a benchmark for his own feelings too. It's super, super well written. I think, like, Sue is great at choosing exactly the right details to include so that you get this, like, complete picture without his having to explicate. But that said, like, when he does choose to like unpack an idea for you, he does it so well. The writing is really persuasive.
Yeah.
Like he, I'd say like an example of like the detail inclusion he talks about, like growing up, he's first gen Taiwanese, and his dad at a certain point goes back to Taiwan. Like they've been successful enough in the like larger Bay Area, but then his dad's like, I could be an executive if I go back to Taiwan. You and your mom stay here. I will go and you'll visit me every summer.
Yeah.
Largely it was like them traveling to him because the mom really wanted to go back to Taiwan too. But he talked about like faxing with his dad, and he would include some of the like exact copy from their faxes.
Yeah.
Like, so obviously huge time difference, large distance, but like he'd fax over his math homework because he was like having trouble with it, and his dad was an engineer and really good at it, and then they would write like in the margins of the homework that they'd exchange with each other.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Yeah, like
also like how beautiful to do math homework with your dad, but like not have to be at the kitchen table with him.
Getting yelled at.
Yeah, via fax is much better.
Yeah. And like you can see in all of the like account of his relationship with his parents, like there is this generational divide, this like cultural gap that's very hard for them to bridge at certain times, because like Sue's very American in many ways, and like so obsessed with like this like anthropological kind of like cultural investigation. He's like a researcher from his like from day one, and it's a culture that they're not even that interested in to an extent. Like he realizes at a certain point, maybe in college or after, that like even the identity of like Chinese American or Taiwanese American like doesn't resonate for them, because they were never aiming to be like a hybrid. They never aimed to have American as an epithet to their identity. They were always Taiwanese, and so like what he is like something entirely separate, and he always thought they were yearning for the same. They weren't. Yeah. So they're like, you can tell there's a big gap between them that might not ever get bridged, but they care for him so deeply, and you see that in the wake of this loss where his friend is murdered. They like have a really hard time reaching each other, but they have such a parent's worry for him. Even if they can't understand each other, they can understand his pain, and they're like desperate to try to help, whatever. But a sweetness that like existed in even those faxes back and forth, but then also after this terrible thing happens, the dad always is asking, what do you think? Like he'll weigh in on something, like, you know, like in the margins of his homework, maybe Sue said something like, this is like this civil rights thing is happening right now, and the dad will weigh in being like, don't waste too much of your energy on that. I think like he'll express a counter position to what is trying to communicate, but then he'll always end his with like, but what do you think? Like he really wants to keep the discourse, and it's like, even though you guys are largely talking past each other in certain moments, like you keep asking each other, what do you think?
Yeah, it's not just like a dialogue at each other.
Yeah, which is very sweet. And another thing that struck me about this entire memoir is he, in the wake of the loss, kept such excruciatingly detailed notes. Like I said, he's a researcher, he's a documentarian, like that is already his natural proclivity, but then the way he was processing grief was just to lean into that like tenfold. And so like he was the one to give the eulogy at the funeral for this friend, because they were like, well, it seems like you've been writing ever since he died, so like,
so you must have
please like reflect our friends like collective loss. But he was able to write this book decades later
because of his notes,
because of the notes. And I think like, I don't know, as much as painful as it, like I'm kind of thinking like your fugue state following.
No, I'm glad you're saying this, because I was about to say this, but I didn't want to be like, well, much like someone's friend dying, I am grieving.
No, truly though.
No, but I think, I mean, I don't know if other people who don't write feel this way, but it is like, sorry, I I do, like, whenever I'm, like, in inexplicable pain, the only thing I know how to do is, like, and I will say I want to be better about, like, journaling, because I'm not a journaler, but, like, the only way I really know how to process pain is, like, by writing about it.
I agree.
Is that good?
I fully agree. Yes.
Yeah.
I think it is good.
I don't know. But, like, but I feel sometimes, and I'm curious what you think about this, like, sometimes I feel like that makes me come off like I'm just trying to make content out of, like, pain, and that's not what it is. It's, I mean, of course, like, my brain, unfortunately, is wired to, like, especially with stand-up, like, how do I make this, like, funny or, like, interesting, but, like, it is also just a way to process.
Completely.
Yeah.
He even grapples with that in the book. Like, at a certain point, one of the college friends who had a really he even leans in on, like, the gender dynamic of friendship that you and I have talked about a lot, but, like, it's a girlfriend, and he's like, I understand I probably didn't have anything resembling the friendship that this girl had with Ken, because by virtue of her being a girl, I'm sure Ken shared all of this emotional, introspective stuff with her, because that's where men put their feelings on their girlfriends.
Fascinating. Said with disdain. Sorry.
But no, but part of what he writes about is, like, how their friend group from college, like, he feels like they move on and he doesn't. He's still sitting here in this grief. And maybe a year or two later, they meet up in New York, and one of the girls is like, were you even that close with him? Like, I don't think she said it with any bite necessarily, or maybe she was like, okay, what the fuck? Like, I've processed my grief in these ways. Like, I'm trying to make progress. You seem to be sitting in hell still. Were you even that close with him? Because all I know is he was telling me all, like, that's basically how Wall extrapolates it. He's like, I probably didn't have the same kind of access to him as she did, but I had a different kind, and that was private and personal, and she doesn't know about that either.
Yeah.
So he wasn't, it hurt his feelings, but that is an example of a moment he questioned himself. Like, do I have the right to, like, to tell this story?
Yeah.
And is it self-serving? Am I leaning in to
what a big
have
question.
a good story? But he really, like, that is a blip in this book. He very readily absolves himself of that question, because, like, this exercise, and I think also the output is a pretty good defense.
Yeah.
Like, he will, I will say he does benefit from the, like, time, the forgiveness of time. Like, he
true.
published this, what, 30, 40 years later?
Yes.
But then also, it's hard to, it's hard to knock what he created.
Yeah.
Like, even, like, the eulogy, it was kind of, he had moments where he's like, should I have given that? Like, he continued to write the mom of his deceased friend. Is like, was that just all for me? Like, all of this writing I've been doing about this, like,
who's it for?
And do I deserve, like, is this mine to tell? Is, like, right, like, am I performing something?
Right. And I think I can definitely see how people would take it that way.
But like, I do think the book reads as such a beautiful love letter, and, like, a really great, just, obviously, always the documentarian is very much a part of the documentary. Like, it's very, it is who is telling the story is so much a part of the story, but, like, it reads as something like a beautiful testament. And, like, if I imagine being in that friend group, I would be so glad to have a perspective on this time, even if there's some deltas between mine and his. Like, I'd be really grateful to have what he created.
Yes, I net out in the same way, and I also, like, this is making me think of when we watched the Annie Lamott thing, where she was just like, stories are everything.
Yeah.
And I do think that's true, and I think, like, if you want to tell a story, or if you are compelled to tell a story, then, like, do it.
Tell it.
Like, it's low-key your obligation to tell it.
Boom.
And, like, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But, like, if you are compelled to do that, do it. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah. But I do think sometimes it gets a little bit murky, like, maybe not murky, but just, like, I feel like I always kind of have to check myself, like, what am I doing here?
I was really interested to read his acknowledgments, too, because first, I think it showed the rigor of his research. It was beyond his own notes. He, like, returned to many sources and like, other perspectives on that time period.
Yeah.
And he had credited them all in the acknowledgments, but he also acknowledged, like, all of these friends.
Yeah.
Like, I think he really did try to gain as many people's perspective as he could to, if not to change the story he told, then to contextualize his understanding of his own story as
Yeah.
he told it. I don't know, like,
Yeah.
pressure testing, maybe.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I agree. It's, like, your obligation to tell the story.
Yeah, and also just because someone may have been closer or, like, would tell the story a different way doesn't mean it's not worth, like, telling it.
Or that their story's more right than yours.
Or, like, more worthy of... Like, if only their best friend can tell the story, then, like, what's the point?
Right. And it's kind of like your overarching point of, like, it's your obligation to tell the story. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, that was mine. If you feel strongly, tell
Do it.
yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Wow. Whew.
Yeah, it was a heavy one. Sorry.
No.
But
That was
so
really
good.
beautiful. And, like, again, not that I'm, like... But I have been found... And, like, I think, like, yeah, I'm, like, coming back to writing in a way that, like... And God, I wish I would channel it into the book, but right now I have to channel it into other things.
Which, you are writing great stuff right now.
The other thing that, like, has stuck with me that I watched over the break was I rewatched Bridget Jones's Diary.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet, like, about this one line from Bridget Jones, and I was like, ooh, that's, like, really, like, needling into my brain in a way that I have to watch it and be really sad while I watch it. So, I rewatched Bridget Jones's Diary, was reminded that is maybe one of my top
Really?
romantic comedies. I love that movie.
Interesting.
Because, like, this kind of goes back to, she's not, like, an unlikable character, but she's certainly an unsavory one.
Yeah, I'd agree.
She, like, is sleeping with her boss at the beginning of the movie. It's also a remake of Pride and Prejudice, which is, of course, like, a seminal text for me.
Yeah, of course.
But at the beginning of the movie, she's, like, not wearing a bra to work to get her boss's attention.
Love
like,
it.
smokes like a fucking chimney, is always trying to lose weight, like, is not really, like... And she's 30 or even maybe...
An old crone.
Yeah,
by
she's
those
fucking...
standards. Yeah.
She's not even worth... I don't even know why we made a movie about her. She's 30. But she's just this, like, kind of unsavory character. And it's obviously based off of Elizabeth Bennet, who, like, I actually think... in Pride and Prejudice is, like, a savory character in an unsavory family.
I agree.
But this, I think, kind of just leans into, like, she's kind of a piece of shit. But she's very much herself. Like, she's still figuring it out at 30, which, hey, is a thing. I think it's a very, like, accurate portrayal of a kind of gross, fun woman.
Yeah.
Who is still figuring it out. And, like... she's mistreated by, obviously, Hugh Grant, and then Colin Firth.
Hugh Grant is always so hot to me.
Yeah, but such a dog.
Rizzler.
Rizzler dog. And then Colin Firth comes on in the picture, is not super nice to her, but then ends up being the love interest at the end, which is a very Mr. Darcy, like, whatever. You think he's kind of stuck up, but then you realize he's actually, like, he appreciates Bridget for who she is. And that's the line I want to talk about.
Okay.
At the end of the movie, she has, like, broken up with Hugh Grant. She's like, my life is in free fall. She gets this new job working as, like, a television presenter, but then, like, shows her ass on screen by accident. Like, she's just, like, she's fun.
Yeah.
But crazy. And also, like, figuring it out. And Colin Firth, like, confronts her at the door of this party. They're friends, their family are friends, so they keep, like, running into each other. And she's like, I'm already doing badly, like, can you not? Like, I already know you fucking hate me and you think I'm, like, a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And he says, like, you've got it all wrong. I like you very much, just the way you are. Which, listen, it's really hard to just like someone as they are. I think you always probably want to change, not necessarily things about someone, but the way someone, like, but isn't that all we want?
Yeah.
Is for someone to say, I actually like you just as you are. I don't want to change anything core to you.
Yeah.
And I think ultimately that's what I'm looking for in love.
Woo!
And just what a perfect thing to say to someone. I like you very much just as you are.
Yeah. What a line.
So anyway, that was a piece of media that's sticking with me from the break.
That's great.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear about the other two books I read?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Briefly, because, even though they were both so long. Then I read, okay, so after reading the best book of my year, I started 2026 with just such a weird choice.
Okay.
When I texted you, Marooned on an Island, I was reading Dan Brown's latest.
Yes.
The Secret of Secrets.
Hilarious title. Alert.
Which he, like, believes. Like, it's... Okay, so like the TLT, like you're back with
Can
Doctor.
I just quickly say, like, I didn't know Molly has ever read a Dan Brown.
I've read all of them.
This came from fucking
Reveal.
left field.
This one was 700 pages. 700.
Okay. That is really long.
All of them. It started when I was in like middle school at like volleyball tournaments, like travel volleyball tournaments. I'd be like reading Inferno by myself
Completely.
between matches. Yeah, it's scary. And like when I was again 14 years old, I was like, this is riveting.
Yeah, right.
Especially when Da Vinci Code like took a whack at Catholicism. I was like, Jesus totally does have a bloodline. They're walking among us today. I like that it was banned from my Catholic grade school.
Yeah.
If anyone found you with the
That's how you get me to read a book. Have the Catholic Church ban it.
Yeah. I slipped the jacket off of the book and would carry it around in my backpack like, yeah, that's right, bitches.
Yeah.
I'm reading the Da Vinci Code. So I have stayed reading his books, which is so insane because they're really bad.
Are they really?
Like, yeah. Super formulaic.
Okay.
Like, it's like a John Grisham. It's like a cozy mystery.
Right.
And they're so stupid. Dr. Robert Langdon, the protagonist of these books,
Okay.
is like a chummy old
Sorry,
school
I just had like
boy.
the pit. I was like, Dr. Langdon.
Different kind of doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, really different kind of doctor.
Okay, sorry.
And Dan Brown clearly thinks he is Robert Langdon.
Perfect.
Yeah, and Dan Brown, so funny off page, had the messiest divorce. Like, I don't know, 8 years ago, whatever.
Really?
Messy, messy, messy. His wife went ballistic.
Good for her. I
Apoplectic.
stand with her. I don't want to know anything else.
Completely awesome. However, in his dedication, or acknowledgements, I guess, for this most recent, he did thank his apparent fiance,
Oh, wow.
who was his ex-wife's Dutch horse trader. Dan Brown, you fucking mess.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is awesome, tip to tail.
Oh yeah, he thinks he's got like this big estate on Long Island that like is like full of codes and secret doors. It's like
He like built the Da Vinci Code in his house.
literally. And this one, okay, so Robert Langdon finally settles down in this one.
When life imitates art.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
But the way women are written into every one of these books is like, and she's just so skinny, even though she's kind of smart too. But
Okay,
Robert Langdon will always get there first.
Oh, he's smarter.
He's smarter. He's always the one to figure it out. Even
Yeah.
though this bitch is the one who's like the neuroscientist, whatever. This one was focused on the science of noetics.
Okay.
So, like, Robert Langdon finally settles down with this woman, and she's, like, cracked this whole thing where, like, rather than your conscience being locally created by your brain, something that comes from your brain, the secret of secrets is that we have a collective universal consciousness. Pluribus,
I was
if you
going to say
will.
pluribus vibes.
Yeah, and we all, like, attune... Our brains are, like, receivers.
Okay.
Not generators.
Got it.
So, like, our brains each tune into a very specific channel of, like, an infinite dial of the collective consciousness. But when we die, we experience the entirety of consciousness. We become consciousness
We ascend
itself.
to it. Okay.
So, yeah, it's kind of like a little bit like life after death. And, like, it explains all these things like precognition, like how you know something happens before it does. Or, like, kids who get bonked on the head really hard and then speak Italian. Like...
that happened.
Kids who are born and are like, I was a fighter pilot and I burned up in my jet, and then you look it up and it's like, wait,
that's a real guy.
He knows all of the details about this. Yeah, so it's like meant to, and the love interest is the doctor who's revealed all of this because it's very controversial. The CIA is involved, whatever. The whole thing's set in Prague. I'd love to go to Prague, by the way.
It's nice. I've been.
Yeah, you have kind of recently for Christmas.
For Christmas.
Christmas past.
Yeah.
And whatever, but her book, Robert Langdon, she's like, I don't have a title yet, and he's read Dr. Robert Langdon is like, but don't you? The Secret of Secrets? Yeah, so...
And he's supposed to be, like, unbelievably intelligent.
Correct.
And he came up with the Secret of Secrets.
Correct. He's not... correct. Yeah. And it's, like, everything he says is, like, and do you know this? And it's like, okay, so like knowing like a Snapple fact is not the same as being really smart.
Hey, maybe he knew it in a past life.
Totally. So that was Secret of Secrets. I did finish it. Why? I hope I'm done with Dan Brown now. I hope I can.
If you've read every single one, you're not done.
Isn't that so scary of me? And I was seeing people in Puerto Rico carrying the book. The only people carrying it were old, bald men. They were like, I'm brilliant too.
I've like literally never met a woman who reads Dan Brown novels. And we've known each other for 10 to 12 to 15 years. So like you really shivered my timbers when you told me that.
Yeah. Yep. Scary. But then I chased that with something real smooth.
Okay.
I have a new romantasy.
Oh, yes. We've been meaning to talk about this. Tell me about it.
I loved it.
Okay.
It was like good. It wasn't like fourth wing, like absolutely worm in my brain good.
Like a new mental illness has not entered the chat.
No, but I'm champing at the bit for the next one.
Okay.
It was a series, but there's only one out so four. It's called Shield of Sparrows by Devin Perry, which cannot be her real name.
I feel like I've heard the name Devin Perry. Does she have other books?
No, I don't, maybe.
Right.
I don't know.
I made it up. Never mind.
I think you have. I felt the same way when I saw the book. It's a New York Times bestseller, too.
Okay.
And her second book comes out in, I think, April of 26.
Okay.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Can't wait to do a recap on this here pod. Maybe she wants to talk to us. I don't know.
Devin Perry. This is an open call.
I'm loving your work. Just TLDR, protagonist is a princess.
Okay.
Who, when we meet her, she dyes her hair. Every day she has to dye her hair brown.
Every day?
Yes, because this is like old-timey, we think.
Okay.
And all she has is like, what I imagine is like kind of like a thing of shoe polish to make her hair brown.
Okay.
But redhead.
She's hiding her red.
Gorgeous red curls.
Why is she hiding her red?
Well, her kind of evil stepmother told her to.
Got it.
But then she's taken from her kingdom as the bride prize for another kingdom.
Okay.
And then love pursues.
Of course.
That's not right. Did it?
Love pursues.
Ensues?
Love ensues.
Love ensues. What I like about the fantasy of this romantasy.
Yeah.
It's like animals.
You're scaring me.
Okay. So, like, it's a land of monsters.
Okay.
But the monsters are all, like, animals we know, but they were made by the children of the gods who made animals, and the children were, like, kind of pissed that the gods had made these animals and, like, liked animals so much.
Okay.
The animals we know in our world.
Cheetahs, bears, etc.
Cheetahs, bears, etc. Exactly. See? So the children of the gods, also gods themselves, were like, we're going to make some really fucked up animals.
Okay.
Fucked up versions of your animals to kind of stalk the earth as monsters. They're going to be like more vicious and they're going to be more destructive. And it's a way for us to keep humans in check because
totally.
What the fuck? So like they kept making like all of their monsters have like an animal analog. It's like the Grizzer is a big nasty version of a bear.
Got it.
And yeah, there's other such examples.
What I like about this is it's very novel.
Yeah.
Because I feel like lately everything is so like fairy, fae, wings, dragons, not to come for your culture. Mm-hmm. And it's like, this is like different.
It is. It's animals.
Yeah. See, it's animals, which is different.
And the monsters are mean. But they are like animals still, where like even though they're bigger and more vicious, they're not gonna like attack you unprovoked unless some of the monsters when killed bleed green blood instead of red. And you come to realize over the novel that it means they have this disease that's making them like singularly bloodlusty.
Oh, got
and they just want to kill at all costs because of this infection.
Yeah.
And the ground animals that like stalk the kingdom typically are rather deadly, but deadliest of all is a monster called the Crux. And it's like a big bird. They're huge.
Big bird?
Think like a bird of prey.
But huge.
Evil, worse, so big.
Like a really big raven.
And they migrate, like, every, like, 30 years.
Okay.
And when they migrate, they kill everything in their path.
Got it.
And so, like, all these kingdoms are just focused on, like, how do we stave ourselves, like, how do we buckle down for the next migration of the Crux. But that was before this infection was at play. So think of the Crux, but with the disease.
Oh, shit.
Now, we're probably wiping off the entire nation. The continent's gone.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, I've been loving it.
So, I have so many questions.
Nope.
How's the princess? Okay. You've said not to spoil it, so I guess I have no questions. No, like, is the princess, like, she trying to figure out the animal stuff?
She goes through, like, a whole journey because she feels beholden to her old kingdom, and now she has to, like, figure out her allegiances as she's been married off, and she is often being denied information, but as she gathers information, she is making choices that are her own for once.
Got it. Okay. And how's the romance?
Nice.
Is she with, like, a grizzer or a crux or a man? A human man. Okay.
But is he?
Oh!
I do think he's a little too, like, possessive for your taste.
Well, I could try it.
You could try it.
Yeah. It's weird. Possessiveness isn't, like... I think possessiveness is hot in a book, but when it's earned and when it's done well.
Yeah. There's a bit of a twist in this one where I think I had a hard time getting over it, but then once she was over it, I was like, me too, have sex.
What, he has like a beak where he shouldn't?
You pervert. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'd recommend.
All right, I'll consider it. This sounds really weird, to be honest with you, but I'm supportive of it.
Jupes is like assuring me off camera, it's so weird. Don't worry. Jupes, I want you to read it.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I kind of want to try it.
Loser.
How did you find it?
Kindle Unlimited.
Oh, classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
On the flight.
On a flight.
Yeah.
All right, well, should we talk about should we move into what we both consumed?
Please.
So we didn't really meet people on our vacations. So that's why we watched.
We kept it local.
So that's why we watched people we meet on vacation. Out now on Netflix. The first of the Emily Henry adaptations.
Yes.
And just instant, what's your tell me what you think.
My snap
there we
take
go.
was, it reminded me that I don't particularly like the source text.
Yeah.
It is one of my least favorite Emily Henrys.
I don't feel the same way. It's probably like my third favorite, I would say. Honestly, anything outside of Beach Read and Book Lovers is kind of like in the same pool for me. That's fair. It's not like, I really would have preferred to see Beach Read or Book Lovers first.
Totally. Which I think those are shows, or at least one of them is going to be a show.
One of them is a show. I think Beach Read. I actually don't know. Or maybe Funny Stories. I don't know. One of them is a show. You're right, though.
Okay.
My snap take was I thought it was like fine.
Yeah.
Good even.
I enjoyed the movie.
I did too. It's weird. Like, and I'm sort of having a flip-flopped reaction with Heated Rivalry, which we'll talk about next week, but like, it's weird when you read the book first and then the movie, especially like, because I feel like rom-coms movies used to be such a big thing.
Yeah.
They're coming back now, I think,
Thank
in a real way, which is awesome. But also, like, I think romance books are so big now, so it's like all of our rom-coms are now going to be based on books. I don't think that's not all, but I think a lot, like, there's so, and I think the industry is also moving towards like more adaptations, so like it makes sense that they're going to be pulling more from
studios want proven IP.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but it's interesting because the romance books are fundamentally different from romance movies,
and I don't know if it plays as well on screen, but
it's interesting because I think Heated Rivalry, it's impossible for me to talk about this without talking about Heated Rivalry, because I think Heated Rivalry is like, you respected the genre.
Yeah.
You respected the genre, and you actually prioritized the genre.
That's true.
You made a fucking romance book into a movie or show. This feels more like they tried to retrofit a book into a rom-com as we traditionally know it.
Right. I think that's a very good take.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but it made me like yearn for the book a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think what's so good about romance books is you get, it's like, no matter what, it's kind of a slow burn. So it's hard to sort of put that from page to screen. Heated Rivalry, I think, did a really good job of it. But that's not to say I didn't like it. And, like, one thing I think this has been a widespread criticism, which I will stand on, is that, like, the sex...
They took, like, 3 peppers out of the spice rating.
3.
Yeah.
And, like, that's fine, I guess. But that's not what the genre is. Like,
No.
respect the genre.
Respect the genre.
Sex is a really big part of romance books. Like,
yep.
And
and romance, period.
And romance, yeah. Like, and I think it's weird that they did, like, a fade to black. Because that's not... Emily Henry doesn't do that. Like, that's actually not her...
Right.
Like, she's not, like... she's not Tessa Bailey, where we've talked about, you know, how the girls differently do sex in their books, and, like, she's no Tessa Bailey, but, like, she will give you 3 great scenes, and you should, in the movie adaptation, give at least 1 really good scene.
Yeah.
They made out in bed. And then woke up. And I'm not saying we need, like, Heated Rivalry full nudity, but we do need, like, I need to feel it.
Heated Rivalry wasn't full nudity. I never saw penis.
That's true. I never
saw a hole. I was looking.
Actually, you know what? I do have a criticism of Heated Rivalry. No, like, but it should be, like, we should be in the room with them, and I didn't feel that we were in the room with them.
Completely. I told you I read that interview by Emily Henry where she was saying she felt a little embarrassed because they had filmed full sex scenes. Yeah. She went back to all of her friends who she was keeping abreast of the project, and she was like, bro, these are some of the sexiest sex scenes I've ever
And she knows
witnessed.
Because she writes them.
Right.
Like, she knows what to look for.
But when she saw it filmed and it's full cut, she was like, yeah. And then I guess when they did focus groups, particularly with viewers who had not read the book, they were like, that was jarring.
Yeah.
We went from a fun, family-friendly romance to fucking. And that was crazy. It's like, no, actually, that's normally how a romance progresses.
Yeah, no, that's actually pretty much why we read it. So.
Yeah.
No, and also, I do think that's kind of goes back to my earlier point. Is like it's harder to build tension. Not necessarily harder, but I think like books really lend themselves to like sexual tension.
Yeah.
It's harder to get that on screen.
It is.
From the book.
I do find these characters, it's just they're not my type. Neither of them is someone I'd really like. No, I would probably be friends with her, but she is a little like, woo!
You said this before we started, she's a little too manic pixie dream girl for you.
Yeah, which is like fucking annoying because I get that the whole point is like she's been told she's too much by everyone. And I'm not saying she's too much, I'm saying like screw your head on a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I even just like her reactions are just so animated, and I'm like, that's fine and cool. But,
I feel you there. Like, I actually think the character itself, I don't have a problem with. I like as we've talked about, I like a messy bitch who like has a weird job and like.
Yes.
Doesn't want to be told what to do.
Yes.
Kind of resonates.
None of that bothered me.
No, I agree, but I think sometimes like because they want to communicate that so much that they make her like a caricature, where it's like she like gets in the car and spills her burrito. Like it's a little put on.
It's a little put on.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite parts of the whole movie was the very brief scene where we get her parents, Molly Shannon and
I couldn't agree more.
Connor from Succession.
Yeah, Alan Ruck, I think his name is.
Alan Ruck.
Yeah.
Fucking love them, but I think the parents were great examples of like those feel like more realistic, quirky characters.
Yeah, like wacky people I like.
Wacky people I could hang with.
Yeah.
And like they're just as goofy, but they're like not like whoa.
It's like slipping on a banana peel. Yeah. Although when she locked the keys in the car, I was like, damn.
Bro, the way I would ream her out. I
do that.
I don't find that enchanting at all.
Oh, well, it's not enchanting, but I was just like,
you had to go look at a well, so you locked
that shit was stupid. I agree.
And that's when he starts to like fall for her. I'm like,
I know their chemistry in the movie wasn't totally there for me either.
I agree.
I mean, I think they're both like, I think she's beautiful, I think he's hot, but for some reason it was not.
Though the one scene where I was like,
wait, I'm curious if we have the same one.
When she's like, is that my dress?
Oh, that was extremely hot. And that's where I was hoping we were finally going to get some like spicy.
Same.
I was like, oh, they're gonna make up for it.
Yep.
They're gonna fuck on the bathroom counter and it's gonna be like really great.
No, not what
No.
happened.
Yeah.
I know, but that needle drop of dun 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 dun. Can't keep my eyes off of you.
Oh, that was great.
New Basement Tapes or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
the band is. That I love that song.
Yeah.
There were a few great needle drops in this entire
And
movie.
one that really gave me pause, literally I had to be like, what's happening here? At the rehearsal dinner, they're all sitting down to eat and they start, in the background is Cool About It by Boy Genius, and I get that this is a gay wedding, but that's a crazy song to play at rehearsal dinner.
That is a little...
It's like about like a devastating breakup and the aftermath. Like, what are we doing?
Your ears were immediately
I was
perked.
like, hey, I love this song. Why is it playing at a rehearsal dinner?
And yeah, I really loved the use of Robin's "Hang with Me."
Yeah, that was
And-
great. But that's another instance where I was like, this girl's annoying, like singing in the airport.
Like the way I'd be staring her down
And,
as
like,
the
in a nasty
stranger
way.
next to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'd want her to feel shame.
Shut up, actually.
No, I agree. I saw an interview with Emily Henry where she talked about how, and I don't think I knew this, the premise for People We Meet on Vacation is like a role reversal of When Harry Met Sally, which is obviously one of my favorite movies. And I can't even talk about Rob Reiner because that also like put me into a psychotic break.
No, totally.
But because in When Harry Met Sally, like she's the uptight one and he's the like more like,
Yeah.
so People We Meet on Vacation is supposed to be like a flip-flop of that where like she's the wacky one and he's the uptight one,
Not really what I got, but okay.
and they go on a road trip together.
And I don't know that you're allowed to like say you're subverting a standard when like almost always the girl is
That's
wacky
true.
and the guy is
That's true.
uptight.
That's true.
I think that's actually more consistent with trope.
That's
that
true.
Gender.
Yeah, you make a good point.
Sorry, Emily Henry. I do love you.
I did think that it made me, sorry, no, did I give enough grace for what you just said?
No, now I'm just worried Emily Henry's mad
No,
at me.
no, I think that you're making a good point that usually women are portrayed as like the more,
Yeah.
and I don't, but what I did like about it is that like again like she's this like wacky character who like doesn't make really like normal choices, and he still is like, no, like I ended my engagement to be with you.
I've been waiting for you.
Yeah. So that did kind of like, I liked that a lot, and it's like although I think, and there is an element of like I don't really want to change you,
completely.
which that media has been resonating with me
Completely.
and also one other thing I wanted to say. That's it.
You want to talk about Linfield?
Oh, that ain't Linfield, Ohio. That's all I want to say is I don't know where they filmed that, but there were
Los
palm
Angeles.
trees.
That was Los Angeles.
They didn't even try to make it Linfield, Ohio.
Completely 100% Los Angeles.
Yeah, that was crazy to me. I was like, I'd move to Linfield, Ohio too if it looked like that.
No, literally. What the hell? I liked that it was like kind of in the middle of a divider in a street. Like,
yeah.
I did like that they were like, no, really, it doesn't matter where we are.
Yeah, true. We're home.
But that was not Linfield.
That was not Linfield. And also, I liked the end scene where she runs after him. That was also obviously When Harry Met Sally
That was
reference
cute.
too.
I liked that a lot.
Yeah.
We're an hour now.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
do you have anything else to say about?
I have just one more thing on People We Meet on Vacation. How do you feel about author cameos? Will you be making one yourself? Did you clock Emily Henry's?
Of course, yeah. That was my one, I guess, like, why I'm kind of rolling my eyes, is, like, it felt very, like, see?
Yeah. It happens at the end of the movie at the wedding.
Yeah.
It pans to where, Poppy is sitting.
Poppy, yeah.
Is sitting in the audience, and Emily Henry's sitting next to her. And it's just, like, 2 seconds.
And you're definitely supposed to clock her, which I just, like,
She's, like, in the front of the camera.
Yeah, it's like, and she's like, I don't know. I like how Jenny Han kind of does it, like where she like in the one Into All the Boys I Love Before she's like a teacher. Like I feel like it's a little more seamless, kind of. Not necessarily into the other one, that Conklin. The Summer I Turned Pretty. I think it's a little less delicately handled.
Yeah.
I don't think I would do it like that. I think I would want to be like have a few lines.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like, let me act.
Yeah. You went to acting camp. Let her act.
No, literally, CJ had the exact same thought. I was like, Well, first, okay, I am glad you brought up Jenny Han because I actually think like her doing her little cameos, her appearances, contributes to some of the like maybe nasty discourse around like so self-insertion,
Yeah.
so like wants to be Belly. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, no, she's an author of stories and now she's helping those stories be
And she's
brought
made
to
some of
screen.
the most like monoculture
Yeah.
media that we've had in years.
Yeah.
Let her do her thing.
And I think it is a nice device for your readers. It's like a good like payoff for this community that like loves your written word. Like they want to see the through line,
Yeah.
their author to the screen. Like it's almost like a cosign. Like I endorse this and I'm part of this
Yeah.
project. Look, I'm even
And
in
I
it.
also agree with you, like, it's totally up to her. Like,
Completely.
it's her fucking shit. Let her be in the movie.
Yes. So I think it's actually a nice thing for the fandom, but could not agree more. If I'm showing up in the film adaptation of my novel, I'm speaking.
Yeah.
Let her speak.
And that's, like, so us. Like, I think a lot of authors are probably like, I just kind of want to be, but I'd be like, no, give me, like, a small part.
Literally give me like a line.
Yeah.
Also, I'll eat it down
Like, I would have chosen to be Molly Shannon.
completely, except you like need Molly Shannon.
I didn't want to say, like, I knew that would come off, like, and I would be Molly Shannon.
No, but like I'd want that kind of
those
role.
two actors were perfect for those
Perfect.
roles, but I would want like that kind of role where it's like
Completely.
I have a small part or like the best friend. Ooh, I also did want to talk about the soul cycle of it all at the beginning.
So funny.
That
Yeah.
was real.
That was real.
That was real.
No, you're right. That would have been a perfect self-insert.
Yeah, but now that I'm thinking about it, they kind of dropped the ball on the best friend in this.
Yeah, she was not even a character
not
at
in
all.
it. Yeah.
I read the book so long ago,
I
though.
know.
I literally, you saw in our notes for this episode today, I was like, wasn't he a doctor in the
I'm
book?
pretty sure he was actually a teacher in the book.
Okay.
But they did change things, but again, the book is so not that important to me that I was like, I know that's different, but I don't know
Yeah.
how.
It's useful to look at them independently, I think.
Yeah, for
Book and
sure.
movie.
I don't really know how people will like this who haven't read the book. I'm interested.
Yeah, me too.
Because I don't even know if I'll return to it. I thought it was like a very aesthetically pleasing movie too, I want to say.
Same.
Like I thought it was like beautiful. Like I
Yeah.
loved the colors. I loved Linfield, Ohio, even though it's not
Even though
Linfield,
it wasn't.
Ohio.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
I loved all the destinations.
Sorry. My favorite scene where I was like, oh, I am getting chemistry here was the dancing scene.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that man can dance.
Okay, so that was the first time I was like, wait, I'm into him.
Yeah, same.
I think he should have been dancing the whole movie.
Should have been a musical, I agree.
I think so. That was everything. to
Yeah,
me.
he, like, and the way he was moving with her was really odd.
Yeah. Yep. That was actually the scene for me. I was like, wiggling.
And she looked really hot in her wig face.
Wig face. Congrats to her.
Yeah.
Mittens came out. Well, to your point around like, would someone who hasn't read the book like it? Mittens came out. Well, I was watching like the last quarter of the movie. I watched it this morning at like 8 a.m.
Start your day off strong.
Start the day off strong. And first, Mittens was so glad to see me watching a rom-com about adults. He thinks every romance I watch is teenagers. And
No.
Really
the deal hasn't even come out yet.
early 20s. Yeah. Yup. So he was like, that's cool that they're like 30.
One of my notes was, thank you for casting 30-year-olds to play 30-year-olds.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Agreed. No, completely agreed. But he seemed to like, he sat through the end of the movie and
Really?
was like, well.
I will say that I've also seen a lot of commentary, like, bring back theatrical releases. Jesus Christ, I can't talk.
You were
The-
just so mean to yourself.
Theatrical
Bro.
releases for rom-coms or, like, movies for women, because people are saying, like, The Housemaid did such a good
Cleaned
job
up, yeah.
in the box office, which, like, I can't believe, actually, I didn't talk about The Housemaid, because we did see it.
You did?
Yeah.
You guys.
And it was, like,
good?
the theater was packed, and, like, people... No, it wasn't good, of course not.
Okay.
The book is horrible, so obviously the book was... or the movie was not good.
Perfect.
But it was made by Paul Feig. I don't know if I'm saying,
Yeah.
who's this guy who made...
Bridesmaids.
Oh, sure, but also... we were talking about it after the movie. The Blake Lively Anna Kendrick movie that you love.
A Simple Favor.
A Simple Favor. So there was an element of, like, that, like,
Now I'm
camp.
second guessing if he did Bridesmaids, but I'm pretty sure he did.
I have no idea.
Thank you.
He did. He campified The Housemaid a little bit, but, like, ultimately the movie's so
a simple
stupid.
favor is so fun.
Yeah. But, like, the theater was packed, and, like, with all groups of girls.
Fun.
And then ultimately it did really well at the box office, and people were saying, like, women are yearning for theatrical releases of movies for women.
Yeah, literally.
And, like, I would have loved to see People We Meet on Vacation with you guys at AMC, is all I want to say.
I know. It's so insane. I hate to malign theaters because they're already suffering so, and they're really being squeezed by the streamers, but we don't need big theatrical releases of Dune that gives men popcorn buckets to fuck. We need big theatrical releases of People We Meet on Vacation that gives, like, a dildo popcorn bucket. Reverse the popcorn bucket technology for women.
Couldn't agree more. But also, like, I don't think that's the theater's fault. I think that's, like, studio. Like, I think, like, Netflix has, like, I think Netflix has all the rights to the Emily Henry
Well, no, the popcorn
IP,
thing.
like, well, sure. And let's get on that.
But no,
AMC.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll become an A+ lister. Yeah, okay. That's all I had to say about it. Anything else?
No, just one question for you.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about it. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
What is the most romantic thing that happened to you this week?
Okay, so I'm gonna just use, like, the last 4 weeks as my I have so many, actually, which, like, isn't life beautiful that way. So I'm gonna just do 2 quickly.
Perfect.
One, I went over to Jay and Natasha's last week with Jupes to watch the Eagles game, and, like, all of a sudden Jay and Natasha start, like, whispering to each other, and I'm like, fucking couples. I'm, like, watching the game, not even, I'm like, they're being weird. Mm-hmm. And then, like, they keep being like, where's your tote bag? Like, where's your tote bag? And I'm like, what's in the fucking tote bag? Like, you guys are being weird. And then all of a sudden, like, they find the tote bag, and Natasha and Jay are like, they, like, turn to me and they're like, we have something for you.
Oh my god.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
And they were like, we found it at a bookstore months ago and we keep meaning to give it to you.
Oh.
And it was, like, a little card, like one of those, like, you know, like, kitschy cards that you see at stationery stores, and it said, it's like, it's finally crockpot season, or it's crockpot season.
Cute.
And I have, like, probably my best joke I've ever or will ever write is about crockpots. So, like, it was just so sweet that they have been, like, holding on to this, and they were, like, scheming to give it to me. And it just made me feel very seen and loved by my friends, which I really appreciated. And anyway, my other one, this is more, like, fun.
That's so sweet.
I'll just say, like, when you're, like, in the throes of despair, like, you're never hotter to men for some reason. It's like they have, like, fucking, like, she's weak, go in.
You've got sad eyes, pretty girl. Yeah.
So, like, 3 days after the breakup, I traveled for Christmas, and I went on the train, and I, like, looked like, literally, like, I looked like Kate Winslet in Mare of Easttown. Like, I was wearing, like, a schlubby ass sweatshirt, like, haven't showered, probably already cried that day. Like, it's snowing, I'm miserable. And I get on the train, and there was, like, a hot guy sitting at the window, and I was like, oh, like, I'm gonna sit next to him, because, like, I never sit next to the hot guy. I'm always like, I can't do that.
I never let myself sit next to the hot guy.
I never do, because I'm just like, what am I gonna talk to him? Like, no. But I was like,
and then we get married? God.
But I was like, I'll indulge. And I'm, like, trying to get my bag up on the thing, right? And it's Christmas, so there's a woman behind me being like, can I get around you? And I'm like, I literally go, no, you're gonna wait. Because it's gonna take me 2 seconds to put my bag up, and it's actually gonna be more trouble for me to, like, let your ass around me.
Literally.
That's just a side story. I put my bag up, I sit down, and he's like, did you find a spot for your bag?
British?
Like, I don't know.
Well,
culturally ambiguous. Like, maybe Australian French? Because we talked a little bit throughout the train ride, and I was, like, too sad to, like, really, like, let it happen. But, like, I do think he was kind of trying to flirt.
Siege.
Because he was like, where are you getting off? And I was like, oh, not till whatever. And he's like, I'm getting off in Providence. And I was like, where are you going? He's like, I'm going to Toulouse. I was like, of course. He's like, I'm flying from Providence to Toulouse for the holidays.
You dumb bitch.
And then, get this. I think I already texted you this, actually. But, like, he went to the cafe car in the middle of the train ride. And he goes, do you want a coffee or tea or anything?
You are such a fucking
And you want to know what I
cunt.
said? No.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then, like, literally every time, like, because we were both working on the train, like, every time I had to put my tray table up, he, like, would take my cord out for me so it wouldn't get crunched in the thing. And I was like, no one has I don't do that for myself, and certainly no one has ever done that for me.
I can't
But
stand
anyway,
you.
it was just a nice, like, and so, I'm just gonna say this never happens to me. I never get hit on Amtrak. But I was like, it gave me hope for the future. And it was nice that, like, I was like, wow, men are nice. Not that I don't want that to come off like, but like I just was like, oh,
It's
like
nice.
I'll meet a nice person again.
That's so wonderful. No,
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
And obviously, like, I'm not gonna marry the French,
Oh, you
Australian,
couldn't-
Welsh guy from the Amtrak, but like,
Why not?
but it made me feel, and maybe he probably wasn't even hitting
I
on
want
me.
to do Christmas in Toulouse.
But like, it did kind of make my day.
Oh my god, that sounds so spicy.
It wasn't spicy, but it was cute.
You know, that's how one of my cousins met his wife.
What?
Really?
On the train?
Yeah.
It is like, and obviously train at Christmas time is like, okay, who wants to marry me?
Whoa.
Yeah.
You so undersold that when you were texting me about it.
Did I?
Yeah. You just said he was going to the concession store. The cafe car. And he asked if he wanted anything. If I knew he was a British French Aussie.
He was really cute too.
And he was super hot and you were still sitting next to him, I would have called you and said, put him on.
And he was like, he just kept being like, trying to make conversation, and I wasn't, like, I just wasn't there.
That's all right. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But it gave me, I was like, oh,
It's
I
hopeful.
can do this.
It's romantic. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
And I think what's romantic about it too is that you gave yourself permission to just sit take
next
the
to
seat.
the hot guy. Yeah.
And look what happened.
I never do that.
Well, that's why this has never happened before. Because you don't sit next to him.
Yeah,
But
you're
it turns out when you do, it's like the two hottest people on the train.
Well, let's not go there. I literally looked like Kate Winslet in Mare of Easttown.
You didn't. You
Um,
were snapping. You looked good.
I looked bad. I do think though that like one of my resolutions for the new year, I said this last night at dinner, is to like know myself more, but not in like I want to know myself more by like engaging with my world and my community more.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's a really wonderful.
Thanks. Anyway,
resolution.
hey, what's the most romantic thing that happened to you this week, or whenever?
Yours are so good. No, mine are. I'll choose one. And it's a really stupid one, and it's like capitalism at work.
Awesome.
Awesome. No, so I love hats.
Uh-huh.
It's one of my passions.
Yeah, she loves a hat.
I love a hat. The bigger, the better.
Yeah.
I don't feel embarrassed when I wear a
No,
flamboyant
you
hat.
feel more yourself.
I feel know thyself.
Yeah.
And every warm weather vacation I've gone on with mittens, I do find my way into a new, like, exceedingly large, often straw hat that I buy in a location that's a long flight from home. And
Right.
These things are
You don't have a
difficult to
hat box,
travel with.
yeah.
I don't have a hat box.
Yeah.
And like now I just have like a substantial collection of these kind of egregious hats in our apartment. And he's like, why do you never bring one of your existing hats on vacation? I'm like, because they're a bitch to travel with. And it's nice to buy a new hat on vacation. But, it's also ridiculous. These are becoming single use.
Right, and it is like, where else are you going to wear a hat like that but on vacation?
But on vacation, like, it's not you can't wear a big straw hat in New York.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
insane.
you can, but you become the lady with the big straw hat in New York.
Like, I think even if I were to, like, walk the block into the park and go, like, lay in fucking the Great Lawn in one of those hats, people would still be like, what's her deal?
People would still be like, wow, look at that hat. For sure.
So, whatever. We were, again, in Puerto Rico, and I was like, I really need a hat. And Mitch was like, okay, but, like, why? And then...
Mittens.
And Mittens was like, okay, but, like, why? And then I woke up one morning, it was, like, late in the week, and I was like, I need a hat today. And he just rolled over and was like, you need a hat today.
Aww.
And I was like, yeah, good. You get it.
Yeah.
And I bought $100 hat.
$100 single-use hat.
And most, I think, people would be like, what the fuck, dude? But I was just so happy in my big red hat.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm so happy for you. So, yeah.
This is another beautiful example of meeting yourself on vacation and loving the person you're with on vacation exactly for who they are. And that person needs a big ass hat.
Big red hat.
Big red hat.
It's very cool.
I can't wait to see it. I don't know if I ever will, because I don't know if you'll ever wear it again.
Probably not. Right now it's sitting on a lamp in our bedroom.
Love
He's
it.
loving it, yeah. Yep. Oh, and it really scares Hector. He's terrified of that.
I'm picturing you looking like Carmen Sandiego. Is that...
That was kind of the vision, but
Okay.
it's not quite, but it's close.
It's Carmen, like, Santa Barbara, maybe.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Well, first step back.
All right. See y'all next week.
Bye, stupid idiots.